Hello class. Today's session we continue by doing exercises related to horizontal projectile motion, uh, where we start by our activity. The first question: a golfer is practicing on a range with velocity 4.9 meter above the fairway is able to strike a ball so that it leaves the club with horizontal velocity of 20 meter per second. Assume the acceleration due to gravity is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, and the effect of air resistance may be ignored. Uh, this is the motion of the ball from the cliff or from the elevated tee. How long after the ball leaves the club it will return on the fairway? What horizontal distance will the ball travel before striking the fairway? What is the acceleration of the ball 0.5 seconds after being hit? Calculate the speed of the ball 0.80 seconds after leaves club. With what speed will the ball strike the ground? Here we are given that the height of the ball equal to 4.9 meter, whereas horizontal velocity equal to 20 meter per second, and acceleration due to gravity equal to 9.8 meter per second. Also, this is the motion of the ball. Let's understand it clearly. The motion is horizontal projectile motion, where the ball follows the trajectory of motion so that it can fall the ground. This is the maximum height of the ball, where this is the range of the ball. For A, we are asked to find how long after the ball leaves the club will it land on the fairway. It means that we are asked to find the time used by the ball from this point from this point to this one to the ground. The time used to move from elevated T to the ground. So by following this formula, height equal to Vt plus 1 over 2 Gt square. So we have all values, whereas then velocity will be equal to this value, so that by calculation you can get the time used to reach the ground equals to 1 second. Next, what horizontal distance will the ball travel before striking the fairway? Normally, the horizontal distance is given by the horizontal velocity times the time used to reach the ground, and we know the time used here. The time we have seen that equals to 1 second. This is the time used. Also, the velocity is known, equal to 20 meter per second. So because theta formed, the angle formed in horizontal projectile motion is always to 0, and the velocity equal to v cosine theta, it is very simple to calculate or to find the horizontal distance. So the horizontal distance will be given by this formula, Vt, so that it will be equal to 20 meter. What is the acceleration of the ball? 0.5 after being hit. Because we are asked to find the acceleration of the ball 0.5 after being hit. And remember that the total time used from elevated T equals to 1 second. 1 second. It means that at 0.5 the ball is still in air. It means that the ball is under the acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration of the ball is constant at any time during its flight is equal to the acceleration due to gravity. This is the answer. It means that the acceleration of the ball at this time 0.5 second is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Calculate the speed of the ball 0.8 second. At this time, the speed of the ball is not the same, because we know that in horizontal projectile motion, In horizontal projectile motion, even in oblique projectile motion, we have two velocities. There is the vertical velocity and the horizontal velocity. So that this is Vx, where this is Vy, so that it is very easy to find a resultant velocity. The resultant velocity, a tangential velocity to this one, is what we are now asked to find. So it is very simple and easy to calculate this velocity, where the velocity is given by the resultant of the two component velocity Vx and Vy, where Vx is given, even Vy also is given. You can calculate it. You can calculate it. It is very simple to get it. Then we use both in order to find the velocity of the ball at this time, so that by calculation we get this velocity at 0.8. This is the velocity of the ball. The last number, with what speed will the ball strike the ground? And we know that the time the ball will strike at the ground is 1.0 second. We know how we have calculated the time used. It means that the ball will use this time. So we have Vx and Vy. So we can calculate by using this question, so that you can get GT Vy by using 1 second. So that is very simple and easy to get the velocity of the ball at this time. So that the velocity of the ball as it hits the ground equals to 22.3 meter per second. So it is very easy to get. So remember that in this point, this is we have seen this question. It is very easy to get. And the next time we shall continue with the second question. And remember to give us comment in order to improve our classroom, and continue to do as much as possible in order to understand more in our physics. Thank you so much. Let's meet next time.